So
Okay.
A couple of things. So the power is there's an outlet back there, right?
Okay.
So the lines have been run. So a couple of things I want to do. One, I want to put like an outlet there
On this new wall.
Yeah. On this
Okay.
on the like
Yep.
a box sitting here.
Yep. Okay.
And maybe another one sitting down here. Like,
Okay.
So I've got, because I can drill holes and be able to run electrical down.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to put 2 boxes to have coverage on this. I even thought about bringing up a box in one of these areas at desk level, you know? Like
Yep. Okay. So 2 on the one here, 1 there,
yeah.
and then 1 up top.
Yeah.
And
I'm
where
trying
at?
to figure out where to place it. That's
Okay.
what
Well, you've always either got 2 on one end, or 1 on each end, or 1 in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I would probably just put one on each end and then one
Okay.
in the middle here up the
Okay.
desk level.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same thing over here.
Okay.
This is all going to be corkboard wall at the top.
Okay.
I want to. There's also wire running through here. There's
Okay.
there's a jack. There's a plug right there.
Yep.
I'd like to bring 2 plugs over and mount them. You know, I can.
Cut. Okay. So trim that out. Mount it to the stud on the other side.
Yeah, mount it to the side.
And then plate it off.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm gonna do
This
that.
one here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I want to do one.
Yeah, it'll be right there.
One in
Yep.
this box and maybe one. Just trying to think about where the best place.
We can always add a chunk of 2x4 on the other side of this to
Yeah.
bring it more.
To mount it a little further out.
Is that what
Because
you
this
want?
might be. I'm trying to think about this. Would be areas like stuff that I want to plug in and put under here.
Okay.
The rest of this kind of have books or whatever.
Okay. So 1 about here and 1 about here.
I think so. I'm trying to think about that real quick. I'm making sure what I want. Why don't we just start with 1? Just put 1 in this box.
Okay, just 1.
Just 1 in that box. And then.
And you want me to pull off of that wire there and pull from that wire there? You don't want any new circuits run?
Well, it just depends on what you think is.
What are you plugging into these things? Like power wires? Computers? So nothing pulling a bunch of juice.
Not at the moment. Maybe say I was going to plug a TV in.
Yeah, those aren't really that much juice either.
Yeah, when you say a lot of juice, what was
Well, like, for example, a coffee pot pulls
Yeah.
a lot of juice. A toaster oven, air compressor.
Yeah.
Think about things that, that
Microwave.
heat up, or microwave. Yeah, anything that heats up or powers something really loud.
So I'm not planning on doing that at the moment, but
Okay.
I probably should. You probably another thing would be is to take a good look at the circuits and see what's run up here
Okay.
and think about.
Realistically, if this was one circuit and this was one circuit, you'd probably be good. But if they're both the same, I'd want to split them.
Now, this is something. Now that you mentioned this is something to think about. What I will probably need to be doing is running, because I'm going to probably have to run a heater up here
Okay.
and an air conditioner in the
Okay.
summer.
Yep. So air conditioner is going to be a completely separate circuit.
Yeah.
And depending on the size of the heater, it will also be a separate circuit.
Right. So I need to think about. I need to figure out. Like, can I run? I need to figure out
Where would the air conditioner be mounted?
Well, probably. Well, I'll show you. Right now, I've been using this guy.
Okay. Yeah.
This portable one.
Yep.
And it probably will need a vent out of a window.
For sure.
So it's going to probably need a vent out of this window.
Yep.
So,
You could also create its own vent if you wanted to, right through the wall.
Oh yeah.
So you didn't have to
you
use a
could
window.
do that. That'd be good. But then, so there's wiring in here that hasn't been used.
Okay.
And there's also a wiring.
You had told me about that. Yep.
There's wiring run, below too
Yep.
that hasn't been punched. To come
So if you would prefer to have an outlet over here
yeah.
that was for this, we could do that.
Yes.
Now, because you don't really want to plug, I wouldn't want a cord running
no.
across.
No, I want to mount it. And the other thing is that this all really is going to have to be come down. drywall.
Oh, do you want us to take it down?
Yeah, pull it
Okay.
down because I want to get it spray foamed.
All right, so take this drywall down.
Yeah, this wall is
Okay.
gonna have to come down.
Okay.
Because I want to spray foam it to get a really good seal. And I
Okay.
don't think that there's insulation behind it anyway.
For sure. Well, we'll at least take it down till where all your stuff starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and that's the other piece of it is that really probably, I mean, this is a larger part of the project. I need to pull this wall down because I need to spray foam it, and I really probably need to pull this wall out in order to basically spray foam because they need to be able a wand to be able to get to that area back
Well, unless
here.
they can crawl behind it.
Yeah, they can. But it's just going to be sloppier, you know.
Yeah.
For them to get to it because they've got to wand it in.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never dealt with those guys before, but I'm sure they can get in tight spaces.
They said that they could do it without pulling the wall. So I guess, I wouldn't have to pull it.
Well, for now, because you're not going to have any electrical run over here, right?
Well,
You're leaving the wall.
I'm leaving the wall. Yeah, I'm going to leave the wall. See,
Okay.
So just to give you an idea, so you understand, this room, I'm going to basically ultimately turn into basically a storage room.
Okay.
So I'm going to basically put shelves on all these walls.
Okay.
So I can basically order all this junk everywhere. So that's the goal, is to get to this room where I've kind of created I'm going to build these rectangle boxes.
Okay.
And then this wall, I probably will redo this and make it more useful space rather than this. This has been there kind of a while for putting tubs on and stuff. So, but I haven't really got that far. That's kind of where I want to go. But I do need to pull that wall.
Okay.
And so I can get it.
All right. And then where's the heater going to go?
That's a good question. I mean, that's.
Because you're just talking like a little space heater?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be portable because once this thing is spray foam insulated,
Yeah, you won't need a lot.
they're saying you could heat this thing with a big candle,
Right?
Because it's like a
Yep.
box. So what I instead of trying to install, I could install a single split, one of those deals in the wall, but that's gonna be like $3,000 or something. And I'm like, you know what? Right now, it probably makes sense just to use that thing.
It would make sense to use that. And worst case scenario, you could do a through the wall vented gas fire. Just a small one.
Yeah.
You make little wall heaters that are
Right.
gas,
Right.
if you wanted,
Yeah.
and they would just vent straight through the wall.
And I might do that eventually, but first I probably will start with
Just electric heat.
I got an infrared electric heater.
Yeah.
That looks like a little fireplace.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah. If
thing-
you're not going to heat this thing all the time,
No,
electric would be fine.
Yeah.
So you could even have it right here.
Yeah. So I just need to be able to plug it in, and I don't need to figure
This
out-
wall is going to stay.
That's gonna stay.
Okay. Would you? I noticed there's a box here.
Yeah.
Is this something we're doing too?
Yeah, we want to put a switch on that.
So this is going to have its own switch for the light in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else in this room besides the outlet over there
Well-
and finishing this switch and light?
Well, the outlet here, let's get that one
Yep.
that wall working. You might as well make this. If this side's going to be a switch, this side's can be the outlet. I mean, you can
Okay.
see where these wires are run.
Yep.
An outlet here. It makes sense to have a kind of a. Oh, here's an outlet already.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
There's one there.
All right.
So it might be worth, putting, if we have one, two, three, it might be worth putting at least 2 outlets on this wall. One,
Okay.
especially one's going to be for the space heater, and then,
Yep.
because I just might need to plug things in different places.
For
and
sure.
everything. So
Okay.
that's what that would be.
And then you'll put your little electric heater. You'd want the plug for that right here.
Yeah, it could be there. I mean, wherever you think it.
Or over here,
Yeah, it might make sense to put it there.
because then you can just have it
I
sitting
can
right
roll
there.
it out here.
Yeah.
and put it
Okay.
back in.
Yeah, I asked because it's going to be its own circuit.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it might be easier to get to right here.
Yeah,
Because you already got
for
it.
sure.
You already got it opened up and stuff.
For sure. That would be
Yeah,
easier.
And the heater could just roll out.
Okay. So an outlet there for the
The
electric
other
heater.
thing I got to figure out, and talk to our father-in-law about it too. I got to figure out I don't want to get rid of this, but I want to be able to shut it off, close it off
Right.
for the heat control, because that room's not going to be spray foam.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fairly big, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
where I've shoved all the junk for now.
Well, you could just buy a piece of, 1.5 that pink foam
Yeah.
and just make yourself a little cutout of it. And, if you don't get in it very often, you can just run some screws with some washers on it and, put 4 screws in it. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like you could build something to plug that out of the pink foam?
Yeah. Yeah. Would you want the opening to stay the same?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
I just get a,
Yeah.
I don't mind. I just don't want to have to block it up where, the
Right.
only thing I got is
No,
that
but you
ladder.
want to seal it.
Yeah, but I'd like to be able to get into it if I needed to
For
by
sure.
taking a few screws out and popping it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we could actually, if you really wanted to make it a little bit nicer, we could take a piece of plywood and make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And then we can attach some 2.5, 3-inch foam to it that fits
Right inside there.
right inside of it.
And you could just unscrew the drywall,
Yes.
take the thing off if
Yep.
you needed to, or put it back on.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Because that'd be more durable.
Yeah, and it would probably look a little better
It
too.
look wood, yeah. It'd be wood looking.
What I have, well, I'll let you determine because I've got so much stuff downstairs.
Okay, yeah, if you already have it.
Well, I'm saying I have this. I had a bunch of this in backing board.
We could probably use that.
I don't know if that's enough, but
We probably could use it. Just needs to be strong enough to hold the screw and be able to be taken off a few times
Yeah.
without falling apart.
yeah, we just pre-drilled the hole so it kind of goes in. Yeah, so that's what the other little piece that I need to do is I need to I need to put the shelf back in because I had to realign it with this board.
Okay.
I've got some of this board. I need to put a shelf back in that basically makes this level against
I see.
it, So that's one of the other things I would do. The other bigger piece of this whole thing is I want to figure out, and that's why I talked to you about someone, someone does drywall. I'd like to get, that's going to have to be taken out so it can be spray foam. But at the end, I want to get all this drywall finished.
Okay.
And I want to figure out, what's my option? Is it cost-wise, is it reasonable to get somebody to re-drywall this place? Or should I basically, leave the spray foam insert installed and spray over it like a flame retardant, because they don't want you to leave it either
Okay.
at drywall or flame retardant, or else if it catches on fire, it's
For sure, yeah.
petroleum, so it's going to
Yeah.
burn like
By code, you got to have some drywall is fire block.
yeah,
So,
drywall, or I've got a
yeah, there's other stuff
and
too.
it's,
Yeah.
and spray foam, the thing in there, the reason I'm thinking is it's quite a bit of money to put that flame retardant spray on. It's like, I forget what they charge per square foot, but it's like, well, if it works out, it might look better to drywall it, and the cost might not be that much different. You know what I mean?
Right.
By the time you spray all that stuff on. So that's what I'm trying to do, because I want to be able to regulate the temperature in here so that I can do more stuff up here, I don't necessarily have to keep it regulated year round, but if it's so sealed that, typically during summer or during the time period where I'm here, I could leave a heat or air on, because it's not like it's going to run full max,
Right.
because it's going to be a sealed box basically,
Right.
so you can afford to do it.